All right, 8th graders, this is to help you with question 8 on your second CR. It says, find a pattern, list the next 3 numbers, and write the rule. Okay, I personally prefer to look at things in terms of tables, but as I look at this, I can see this probably has something to do with a power of 2, or maybe a power of -2. Because -2 to the first power is -2. -2 to the second power, make sure your -2 is in parentheses. -2 to the second power is -2 times -2, or a +4. Negative times a negative is a positive. If I look at this, and -2 has to be in parentheses, so you know that entire thing is the base. -2 to the third power means -2 times -2 times -2. -2 times -2, a negative times a negative is a positive. 2 times 2 is 4, so that's +4 times -2. Positive times a negative is a negative. 4 times 2 is 8. So as I look at these numbers, for me, they jump out as some sort of power maybe of -2. Only because they're alternating. Positive, negative, positive, negative. So what I would do, this is just me, I would make myself a table. And I would say term number. And I would call this my first term. I'd call this my second term. This one would be my third term. This one would be the fourth term in the pattern. You're looking for the 5th term, the 6th term, and the 7th term. So I'd say first term, then second term, my third term, my 4th term, my 5th term, my 6th term, my 7th term. Okay, so here's the dealio. I'm going to look at my first term, 1 is the answer. For my second term, -2 is the answer. For my third term, 4 is the answer. For my fourth term, 1, 2, 3, 4 is -8 is my answer. So this is the answer or the value of the term number. Okay. All right, so let's see. The second term comes out to be -2. The third term comes out to be a +4. Well, for +4, I know that that's -2 to the second power because I worked it out over here. For -8, I know that's a base of -2 to the third power. It seems like my power has to be 1 less than my term. So the third term, the power is 2. In my fourth term, the power is 3. All right. So in my second term, I'm guessing this would be 3 to a power of 1. Well, let's see. What's -2 to the first power? That just means 1 factor of -2. Oh, yay. It worked. So if this -2 to the third got me to -8, -2 to the second got me to 4, -2 to the first got me to -2. So I'm guessing this top one would be -2 in parentheses to the 0 power. And any base raised to the 0 power will be a 1. Yay! Okay, this pattern's working. So my 5th term, see how the power here was 0, then 1, then 2, then 3. So this would be -2, 0, 1, 2, 3 with an exponent of 4. And let's just figure out what that would be. Base of -2, it's in parentheses, to the 4th power means -2 times -2 times -2. Sorry about that. Times -2. All right, I'm going to work this out. Negative times a negative is a positive. 2 times 2 is 4. Negative times a negative is a positive. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 4 is actually 16. So that's going to be a positive 16. You can almost see in the pattern. Positive, negative, positive, negative. Oh, the next one will be positive and it'll be 16. Next one, I guarantee you'll be negative. We'll figure out what that is. And the one after that, I guarantee you'll be positive. So let's work it out. So there's 2 to the 0, 2 to the, I'm sorry, -2 to the 0 power. -2 to the first, -2 to the second, to the third, to the fourth. So my 6th term had better be -2 to the 5th power. Well, let's work it out. Negative 2 to the 5th, what does that mean? That means negative 2 to the 5th power means negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to get you to a positive 4. That's going to get you to a positive 4, and then you still in the end will have to multiply by a negative 2. 4 times 4 gets you to 16. Guess what 16 times negative 2 is? A positive times a negative is a negative. 16 times 2 is 32. Use a calculator to support you if you need. So that's negative 32. I can already see this is going to be a positive 64. Negative 2 to the 6th power, and I guarantee you, if you take negative 2, a base of negative 2 to the 6th power and multiply it out, negative 2 times 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 negative 2, I guarantee you, you'll come up with a positive 64. So we've done the first part. We've found the next 3 numbers. Now we're going to write a rule. Whew. All right. Well, it looks like our base for our rule, it looks like our base will be negative 2. Now we just have to decide what that power should be. Well, the second term, the power was 1 less than that, a 1. The third term, the power was 1 less than that, it was a 2. The fourth term, the power was 1 less than that, it was a 3. So our rule would be negative 2 to the n minus 1 power, where n equals the term number. And so like if the teacher could ask this in a different way, the teacher could have said, what will the 100th term look like? Holy shmoly, well, you're not about to write out 100 times, you know, you could see here, this one, 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2 is a positive 4. 4 times negative 2 is a negative 8, so that's how I knew it was going to be a power of negative 2. Negative 8 times negative 2 is positive 16, so you could keep multiplying out by negative 2s if they wanted the 100th term, but really, for the 100th term, and that's sometimes how they ask it, if you did negative 2 as a base to the 1 less than 199th power, you could figure out the 100th term. So hopefully that helped a little bit. There's our rule, there's our pattern. Lots of different ways to explain it. I hope that helped.